Okay, so we made it here. Here's a noodle shop. This is a sushi shop, I'm guessing. It has this great flashing sign out front. Again, love it. So good.
Hello, citizen.
Let's keep going.
Enjoy your daily activities.
Heard there was some kind of trouble over at the reactor.
You see that streak in the
something did
sky
happen.
right before the power flickered?
No, I was in the bakery, watching my ovens fry from a surge.
Oh no.
Yeah, my hollow projector's toast.
Oh, I goofed all the technology. And yet I can't imagine that Jade Tech is going to become completely defunct because look at this amazing city that they made. It has to stay here like this for a while. It has to be here like this. Oh, I can't go in that way. Maybe I'm just supposed to meet her like out here on the balcony kind of thing. Or maybe it's a totally different restaurant. That also seems to be a possibility. Or we're just meeting her out front. Okay, never mind. We got there. I'm too excited. Oh, the story has just been... Again, it's like they really know when to hit the right moment and then to also give you time to just explore and go out and have fun. It's so good.
This situation is
Rama.
diplomatically sensitive. The Empress would prefer that no one behave rashly.
It's fair. That's fair.
Ah, Commander, you arrived. Let's take a seat. This is my favorite sushi in New Kainan. I would make
Navan knows the way to my heart.
But everything is good.
I would love some
You
sushi.
honor us, esteemed Navan. What
There's
would
a
you like
menu.
today?
Small plates,
I'll
prawn
have
salad,
the
a bowl
yellowtail
of fresh,
and
lightly
the
spiced
triple
tiger
tamaki,
prawns
please.
with sesame-infused greens that make you feel like you can withstand anything the
I'll
world
take a
throws
bowl
at
of
you.
white rice.
Skipjack
You
roll.
don't care for sushi, Detective?
Hold on.
Don't eat anything that looks like it should still be moving.
I see.
And for you.
Oh my gosh, this is so fun. They let you choose. Okay, skipjack roll, tuna, crab meat, seaweed, and cilantro rolled in rice, topped with roe. Order this and boost both your body's natural power to heal and your magical acumen. Triple temaki, fresh Kaineng salmon, served inside seaweed rolls filled with radish, cucumber, and spicy mayo. Charisma will emanate from your every pore. That sounds like my kind of thing. I almost always go for like spicy mayo or like spicy tuna, or I like eel sushi too. I don't know if everybody else has favorite sushi. Charred eel, succulent eel saturated with ginger, garlic, special spicy house sauce. Eel is actually really mild. It doesn't even taste like what you would probably imagine eel to taste like if you're from a place where eel isn't eaten very often. So potent. You'll feel yourself bursting with power. I think we're gonna have to go for eel because we've got a power build, but also I just think that one is good. Yellowtail seared tuna steaks drizzled in a refreshing honey sesame glaze. That sounds good. Regen. Soup with noodles. Grilled chunks of the day's catch topped with our own special roe. This bowl is sure to surprise and delight even the most critical of palates. Let's go for eel. I like eel. And I feel like Ira would take eel as well. I like that they let you actually pick. Give me that good RP. I'm in it. Oh, she's got a bubble
Detective,
drink.
I understand how this all looks.
You mean the fact terrorism follows you around like a bad smell?
Well, that's because
It's
I'm there
because
trying
we've
to
been
stop
on the
it.
trail of a terrorist, an Aetherblade named Anka. She ordered the Aetherblade attacks, and she released Suwan.
Do you have any proof?
Go search the facility. It's
I
full
know
of
you've got a file
Aetherblade
going on
bodies.
me. You probably already understand me better than I do.
True.
So what sounds more likely? That I put millions of lives in danger? Or that I am pursuing the person
Look
who
at
did?
our girl doing diplomacy
Let's hear
good.
what Navan has to say.
You've got
Thank you.
charisma just
Now,
oozing out,
everyone.
Ira.
If we could...
Commander, I'm afraid I need to ask you to come with me.
Captain,
Captain
we're in the
Fa.
process of negotiating a civil resolution.
Humblest apologies, esteemed Navan, but Lady June wants to see to this personally.
Detective,
June, we didn't
can you tell
do
your colleague
it.
to stand down?
He's not my colleague. He's a gussied-up rent-a-cop.
Oh my
Go back
gosh.
to Chennai, Captain Fa. The real police are on the case.
Detective, the event in question took place on Junlai property, and under the autonomy resolution, a corporate entity may claim jurisdiction to whatever...
If the resolution is in the primary interest of the corporate...
Rama knows the drill. He knows all the
Captain,
laws. Also, I
need
love
to
these like
remain free to
holographic.
pursue the elder dragon your corporate entity was keeping under Kaineng.
Junlai Jade is not now, nor have we ever been in possession
Okay,
of some...
Thousands of people saw a dragon emerge from the water near your facility.
They literally saw the dragon, my
Please.
man.
Listen to what the commander has to say.
very well.
I am literally
What do
radiating
you know?
Elder Dragon
Restraint
power
from
right
a
now.
corporate stooge.
Give me my food. Charred eel roll. Oh, they kind of look like pancakes, actually. Or like little dumpies. Oh my gosh, that food looks so good. Oh, I'm so hungry. Now I just want to order sushi for dinner. Yeah, eat it. Give me a little power boosto for, I guess, a fight that's about to happen? I don't totally know. Okay, we'll talk to him first. Well, this just got 20 times more complicated. If you were thinking you wanted to turn yourself in to me first, I can't let you. How does Fa have jurisdiction? It's complicated. Some corporate personhood nonsense, pain in my ass. I've butted heads with Captain Fa before. If it comes down to a fight, you're gonna need my backup. Seriously? Why would you fight for me if you were sent to arrest me? Because I've got pretty good instincts for this kind of stuff, and my instinct says I shouldn't let him take you without a fight. Plus, I've been wanting to knock Fa's teeth in for a while. I guess we'll see how it unfolds. Thanks. Commander, I strongly urge you not to escalate this situation any further. Lady June is stubborn, and she often employs those who share that trait. Do you think it's worth trying to negotiate? While Captain Fa is a company man, he's also a rationalist. If you can apply the right logic, you could possibly get through to him. I'll consider what you've said. Thank you, Navan. Maybe I should have eaten the one that gives you charisma, you think? And it would have opened up a dialogue option or something? I was not expecting this, so I think we're gonna have to
Well,
fight.
you had your chance.
Which is fitting
Now
of
we
Ira,
settle
but
this.
still.
Seems we're doing this
Oh.
the hard way.
Okay, or not. Maybe, yeah, maybe you only get the option to do it if you've eaten the charisma one. I would imagine, right? He's like, wow, you smell so good, like delicious sushi. I would love to do some diplomacy with you. I would love it so much. Wah! Back to these jade mechs again. Okay, Captain Fa. He is doing a hurt on me, no! Okay. I do love that Rama's fighting with us. I like that he is kind of like a man of instinct and intuition. And great taste in hats. I'm gonna go down again! Ah! That Jade Detainer is so close to being dead. Let's just drop some traps on him. I think it'll be much easier to deal with once he's down. And then we can just focus Captain Fa. It has been, I feel like the balance in a lot of these missions has been pretty good. Like, they haven't felt totally like pushovers, but they also have not felt impossible, which I think is really nice because sometimes people do get really shaken or thrown if it takes them a lot of tries to try and get through a mission in Guild Wars 2. Again, you can bring friends in, there's all sorts of ways to like figure it out, but...
Go chase dragons.
Oh, give me his
Your face
weapons.
is about to be plastered on every hologram in Kanta. You won't get far.
I wish we could just talk to June. I know it looks bad and I feel like she's not in a place to really listen to us, but I really wish we could just talk to her.
Well, that was an effective, if unfortunate, way to deal with things.
You said you have a plan, Navan?
I mean, to be fair, I guess we
yes.
don't really have a lot of time
First,
to go, like, have a
where do you
huge
stand,
in-depth
Detective?
talk with June and, like, maybe
You
get
still
thrown in
insist on
prison
taking the
and
commander
maybe
in?
have her, like, you know, interrogate
No.
us.
I've seen and heard enough to convince
We
me
really
this
need to
man's
go
got a job
get
to do.
Suwon, you
But I'm
know?
coming along. If things are as bad as you say they are, well, you need me.
Are we gonna
If
get
they're
Detective
not,
Rama as, like, a new
then I get any sense I'm
long-term
being played.
NPC?
You're not.
I want Yao too!
I borrowed something from the Ministry of Intelligence for you, Commander. It will disguise your face, but nothing else.
Okay.
Intel gets all the best toys.
I know somewhere you can use
They
the
might
best
want to
operations.
rethink that
A historic
and disguise
refuge.
all the
It's
rest
just
of
east
us
here,
as
in
well,
the Echovolt
because
Forest. The
we
detective
stand
and I
out a
will
little
go
bit
first
like
to
this.
clear any potential roadblocks.
I can't really hide
Commander.
the bright,
We'll meet us
beautiful
at the city
beacon that I
gates.
am as Orion's champion. Okay, that's it. That was fun. That was a good one. Again, it's a good one. This has to be, though, right? This is going to take us to
Commander,
Echo Vault, and then
you're
we're going to
there.
end up
We
in,
need to talk.
I assume this is about the fallout from
you know what I'm
Junlai
trying to
Jade.
say. They're going to take us to the new mastery, Arborstone.
They are talking about a tribunal, Commander. Half the ministers want to deport us all immediately.
I mean, this is a pretty
Has anyone been
terrifying
able to
thing for
smooth
them,
things
right?
over with
Like,
June?
their entire power
No.
source, their entire
Taking all my
empire
charm
is
to
at
keep
risk
her from
right now,
kicking
you
me
know?
out. No one at the reactor was willing to listen either. There was some evidence of an Aetherblade presence, but no trace of Anka herself.
Yeah, so what? That's still
Noreen's brain is
plenty
still
of
pounding.
evidence,
They bring
though.
repair efforts.
I just met with Navan. She has a plan to help.
Which means the Empress is probably on our side.
She is,
Exactly.
it seems.
Navan is taking me to a sanctuary in the Echo Vault Forest.
It has to be
Somewhere we can
Arborstone,
plan our next
yeah?
move.
Didn't
Detective Rama's thrown his
Didn't
impressive
Navan
hat in
herself
with us
say
as
that?
well.
I'm trying to remember back to when she was talking with Casimir that she has Kurzic
Kaz, Tiny,
heritage.
keep doing what
So
you're
that
doing.
might also be why she would maybe think of Arborstone. Or that area, because we do know that that's going to be one of our new hubs, and there was a little mention, I think Indigo said, like, something in the story will happen that takes you there and you have to hide out or something. So now I feel like, oh, that's gotta be it. That has to be it. Okay, there is still so much to explore on this map, but I will be doing that probably on stream and in my own time as well. But we're gonna do this next bit, and it feels like we're about to go to Echo Vault, so we'll at least get the next map unlocked and get a little bit into it there. What's interesting to me, though, is that, like, okay, so we're going more inland because we need to, right? But
Seen Connie in a couple days.
oh, hold on.
Think she's okay?
What, you didn't hear? Minsec caught word of one of her deliveries and ambushed the job. She got out of there in one piece, but Renho was
Oh, no.
furious. Sent her back to Echo Vault to do grunt work at headquarters.
Echo Vault to do grunt work deliveries. Jade Brotherhood, right? Would be my guess that she was an agent working for Jade Brotherhood. And you see repurpose
Heard she's been having a bad
Suka the Mangler? Is there like an underground fight club in here? Lee doesn't care about what goes on in the slums. That's Minister Lee, right? I think. Okay, sorry, there's so much to take in. I get like distracted. I start a thought and then I get distracted. It's interesting that we're going further inland, is what I was saying. Whereas it sounds like obviously Suwon took off through the water. So we need to hide out. We just need a place to go. We can't, I guess, just go swim underwater, right? There's no way. So until I guess she catches up or we figure out where we would meet them or what we would do, I guess this is as good a place as any. Which does make me think that probably Jade Sea would be where they eventually end up, right? Oh, I don't want to kill Suwon. I really don't. Ugh, it's definitely gonna happen though, right? Alright, well, let's go do this. I like how here at the edge of the city you can see, though, this transition, right? There's all the city, but even there they've blended in a little bit, the bamboo, stuff like that, and then you really get like, oh, now we're going somewhere different. Like, this is going to be Echo Vault, and you can get that little bit of a sense. The roots, the huge trees, or I guess those are stones, right? The locations of stones, which actually is inspired by a region in China that has these really beautiful kind of stone, some really beautiful stone formations like that. But they are trees. Those must be the petrified trunks of trees. Huh. Very cool. All right, let's do this for real. Speakers! I love the speakers faction. I think when I was researching, I saw that they have and a warden. Ooh. There's a couple different factions at play in the Echovold Wilds, and that's a big part of the event and everything that's there. And there's some very cool sort of entities within that, because I got a little bit of a sneak peek of that with the preview and from what they shared with us on the live streams. Now let's do it. Fallout. Fine. Let's go. Fallout 76. Really wish the game hadn't taken this turn. Oh, look at that artwork, though. The little stained glass windows, the lone figure with the light behind it. Echovold is so cool. And I've just been hearing from people without any spoilers that they're like, yes, the zone is amazing. It's even better than I thought. It's incredible. It's spectacular. The live stream didn't do it justice. So I can't wait to actually get some more time in it where I can explore, because I just got such a small taste, honestly, all things considered, with the preview. We got to just sort of follow like a track and just do one thing and do the event. So being able to just freely roam is going to be incredible. Oh, it's already incredible. This was in the trailer. It looks just like, holy butts.
I see you got out of Kaining without any trouble.
Wow.
I'd love to open that disguise tech up
Wow.
and take a little look.
Don't even think about it.
Oh.
You break that thing, and the commander will be on a one-way
I am
trip back to
immediately
Shenzhen.
so excited. This is so spectacular.
Right behind us.
Arborstone.
This is Arborstone.
My grandma used to tell me stories.
Oh,
Family lore is
Part
where
Sue
Part Sue
Heltzer.
Heltzer. They built this place. It was one of the great houses of the Kurziks.
For centuries.
And getting us that
Until
lore in
it
there
was
for people who don't
abandoned
know
when they were
it.
conquered by the Ministry of Purity.
Oh,
Due
that's
respect,
what
ma'am, but
caused the downfall.
Safe haven? This place isn't
The
exactly...
Ministry of Purity
subtle.
destroyed them and their
No.
houses? That's awful.
But its occupants are no friends of the Canthan authorities. You'll be safe here. Come. See.
Absolutely stunning. Oh, the contrast between the cool and warm color palettes, the like golden glow on the left, and then the purples and blues and reds, that sort of mysterious tension. Oh, it's so excellent. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go. This is just so spectacular.
The entrance is just ahead.
Oh.
You mean right past the shadow monsters?
What?
Shadowy creatures. She seems to recognize them. What are they? I noticed in the event that we did in Fort Aspenwood that there was like a shadowy dragon. Oh, is this the shadowy force, or the corruption, the concentrated corruption that Suwon was telling us about, where she was saying it's like it's become hostile essentially to mortal life? It looks very similar in the kind of like color and the like little ripples of all the different dragon magic kind of thing. It has to be. But why would it take on the shapes of living things? Is it just like pure destruction magic? It does feel like it has a sentience, doesn't it? Is it just the concentrated malice of the Elder Dragons? I really am curious just how much they're going to go into like what caused the other Elder Dragons to be so unstable and to not be like Suwon when she was their creator. What made it so that they couldn't purify these energies? Oh, we got some mechanics. Okay, that's a Karka. Another fun little throwback. It does seem like the entities that it takes form with are like entities that have been hostile or vicious or like caused death or that we fought as enemies, right? Because the Karka were actually, many of you might know them from South Sun Cove, but they were actually one of the primary sort of creatures, monsters, metas that you did in Living Season 1. Even some of the creatures that we just saw here that we were fighting are also like enemies from open world or other parts of the story or map. Oh my gosh. This one has been a
Somebody spiked my
spicy
coffee with the
boy.
juice, or was that
Mordrum, Risen,
and
Branded.
all fighting together?
I thought so
See?
too, but on closer inspection, they appeared to be constructs of some kind, made up of an unidentified magic, not the same one we found in the reactor.
Perhaps we should move this discussion into the warded cathedral.
So they
Unless you
were
prefer
all
to
different
conduct
types of
further research
enemies.
firsthand.
I mean, Navan, we
No,
probably
that's
should, but...
not necessary.
Oh, I'm actually really excited to upgrade Arborstone
I'm
now.
not trying to panic, but what on Tyria did we
I
just encounter?
love things
If
that,
they're
like...
a new kind of
Okay, hold on.
dragon minion, they must belong to Suwon.
I don't think they
Logical
do, though,
assumption,
right?
But shouldn't hers be water?
Yes.
Didn't look like any water I've ever seen.
No, it's got to be the
really
congealed
think the wards will kick them
menace,
out,
you
Navan?
know?
I can't be certain, but I hope so.
Oh, amazing.
Does it always look this way?
Well,
No,
I
not
mean,
at
it's
all.
kind
I
of
don't
grimy
know what
gross,
could
but...
have happened. I left
But
the
also
powerful
amazing.
guardian in charge, Ishan.
Awfully quiet.
A powerful guardian.
Was it just Ishan?
Oh, it looks like
We should be hearing
paintings.
laughter and song and crackling fires. There was a large group taking shelter.
Was being the operative word.
If there's anyone here, we'll find them.
Oh no. But like I was saying, I'm actually really excited about Arborstone. I always love in games when they let you like upgrade a place visually or stuff. And it really does feel like, again, this is almost going to be our side quest and or lore quests. Because we don't have a lot of those that are like really directed experiences in Guild Wars 2. So I know a lot of people are like, well, we don't get something cool from this. But to me, I'm like, I actually think this will be really fun. You're gonna get more lore, more quests, more story. You're gonna actually get to visually see it. I really enjoyed actually upgrading Sun's Refuge. I think a lot of people maybe didn't care so much, and I understand that it can be kind of hard as well, because some of those places do feel like they're very fleeting or temporary in the game, and then there's like literally no reason to go back to them, or no real feeling of closure, like... And then we had a cutscene saying farewell to Sun's Refuge, and now we know the faction that's there, inhabiting it, and if you upgraded it all the way, you got this thing, or, like, you do get rewards as you go along, and there's vendors and things, but they kind of feel fleeting. So I think it would be really great if they did figure out some way to continue kind of telling the stories of those places in a sense, even just using them as hubs at some point to return to, or, like, get an ongoing sense of the region, or, I don't know, create a network of across the world, all of our sanctuaries, or something. That would be really fun, where you could like immediately teleport from one to the other, or that would be like part of the greater lore. But this is still really cool, and this location has so much lore meaning. Yeah, there's stinky no good badness tendrils everywhere. Just kind of holding stuff up. Okay. Oh, a bizarre boat. Pure
That's
chaos
not
magic
how
or
that's
something?
supposed to go.
Can I examine it? I can't examine. While all boats float, this one does so in a way that is contrary to every known law of physics or magic. This is what... Oh... Is this what will consume the world? This, like, stagnancy, this lack of order, this corrosiveness, if there's not an Elder Dragon in place, like Aurene? Is this what happens if there's nothing in place to purify? To purify magic and the forces it has? And order it? Ooh, it's a little gross. It's so cool in here, though. And again, this feels really different in the effects and the look and everything from the other zones we've been in so far. They've shown such a huge range of their skill and artistry in this. Oh, there's something. Oh, here's a couple somethings. Okay. Oh, they're all dead. Oh.
Their faces are blue. Did they all choke?
No. Take a closer
They
look
suffocated.
at the cheeks and lips. Swollen. Could be anaphylaxis.
Pretty big coincidence if they were all allergic to the same
Oh,
thing.
I see.
Maybe poison?
The only way to know for sure would be to test the food, but we need to get it to a lab.
You do forensics?
I dabble as a hobby.
Gorg does a lot of
I
things.
enjoy
He's very
reading about
smart.
unsolved crimes and seeing if I can solve them.
Rama's like, me too. What? Oh, jeez. Oh, they're so bad. How are we gonna cleanse this? Maybe we can use something like an
What
ability from
happened
Maureen?
here? They looked like they were in the middle of unpacking.
Found
His
evidence of
chest is
excursions.
hollow. All the internal organs are gone.
What?
There's no visible wounds. Where the hell did they go?
Well, don't look at me. You're the death expert.
Oh, that's very not good. That's very not good, though. That's real bad. That's super messed up. Can't breathe.
Died in their sleep.
Smoldering embers in the brazier.
Puts the time of death.
The fact that, like,
sometime in the
Anka's
last
face
few
keeps
hours.
showing up with these achievements makes me think that they had something to do with this. Like, is she using the magic in, like, a twisted, disgusting way to do these things to people? Sorry, I'm just gonna peek up here. I know the next point is over there, but... Ah, it's just so good. It's just so good. This whole place is so beautiful. You know, when it's not full of, like... dead bodies that have suffocated and had all their organs removed. Strange journal. Aha. Fish. Oh, you could really go for some fish right about now. What is right, actually? Is it opposite of left? Or is it complementary? When's the last time anyone ever really complimented you? Do they not see how hard you work? How much you care about? Oh, please, as if anybody ever really cared about you. Not even your mother or father cared about you. Wait. Do you even have a mother? Why have you not even thought about your parents in so long? Or ever? Hold on. Why is this book using you and not me? Clearly this book would appear to be vocalizing my own thoughts, which means it should be saying I from here on. Here... Huh. How did I get here? Where am I going? I really, really hope I'm not the bad guy in this story. I think this story needs to end now. The end. Now. Well, that was a trip! Okay. Okay, sure. This is fine. I think it's fine, probably. Everything's fine. Oh, there's a... Do you see that weird draconic shape up there? Ooh. Interesting. The chandeliers, too. Oh, it is cool. It is cool, even though it's terrible. Alright, well, let's go see what's happening here. This weird distortion, strange anomaly.
No, that isn't possible. It's like someone took the square root of -1 and just put it in the sky.
Just non-existent?
What villain would disrespect the laws of physics like this?
Goric, you be offended.
That's the thing you're hung up on here?
You be offended.
Look, the universe has rules. Break those rules and nothing, I mean nothing, makes sense. Nothing can be trusted. Down is up is down, water is dry. Am I still Goric?
You are definitely still Goric.
Yes, for sure, that is what's happening, and we know your personality, and that's who you are. You are still Goric, absolutely, right now. Okay, well, this is 2 more. We've got 2 more. We've got dead bodies down here.
Where is Ishan? He was supposed to be protecting these people.
Looks like he abandoned his post.
I don't think he abandoned his
He was
post.
first to
Yeah,
go.
Rama's more on it here. Rama's more on it. Something real bad happened to him, or he was distorted. Floating corpse? Oh, jeez. This is very not good. The body of this guard is floating in the air, defying... I'm defying gravity. Even in death, I'm defying gravity. Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Musical theater nerds out there will get me in this moment. Everybody else is gonna be like, Rook? What happened there? Are you okay? Is this place getting to you? He's defying gravity, though. We all know. We know what's up. Unsent letter. Piles of straw. Let's read the letter first. Naiko, well, we're spending our first night in Akkovald in a dirty old ruin. Mom says we'll head to Mori Village tomorrow, but the roads aren't safe at night. One of the kestrels is going to escort us. I don't know why we came to this stupid place if the roads aren't even safe, but after the bakery shut down, my parents just had to leave New Kaining. I think it's a grass is greener kind of deal, and that they've just been nostalgic for when they were fledglings, pecking around in the dirt with flower petals in their feathers or something. I think they're going to remember how awesome jade batteries are after a few months of doing everything by hand, but I'm stuck here until they do. She was a Tengu. Mori Village, I believe, is, from the previews we know, a Tengu village in the Akkovald Wilds. It's also interesting to think about the fact that with the wealth disparity and other issues that still seem to be prominent in Kaining, maybe not as bad as in Guild Wars 1 factions, in which the city was actually like incredibly dangerous and there were all kinds of gangs that were just active in the city, terrorizing people or like bringing them into crime. Granted, we still have a gang presence in the city, just more underhanded, and they've kind of been pushed out to places like the Wilds, which is just really unfortunate because it does seem like people maybe come out here or want to be in other places in Kantha, but unless they are like the elite or they're students training on Xingje, or they, you know, have the success or other things in the city that give them, again, a path to a good life, there's not many other options, maybe. Maybe going to go mine jade in the Jade Sea? I don't know. Ah, this is so stupid, Naiko. Miss you and everyone else already. Please, please, please write me and let me know what happens in the Birds of a Feather finale. Okay, that's all for now. I guess next time I'll write from our new home in the trees. Joy. There's no home for you. Only death.
Their faces are horrified. Like they were scared to death. Literally.
Poor bastards. Kicked around their whole lives just to die like this. You hear that?
The dragon above.
Should we investigate?
Yes.
That
Keep
shape.
your eyes and ears open. We're not alone here.
See, it's like this imprint. It's kind of Aurene shaped. A little bit.
No.
Navan.
Oh, it was a salt spray
Ishan?
dragon.
What happened to you?
That's Ishan?
A salt spray dragon! But it's like those creatures outside. A shade.
Oh no. You know me, I never want to hurt a dragon. Alright. Let's... Oh, the salt spray dragon mechanics are good though. We still haven't seen Kuunavang. When do I get Kuunavang? I'm probably Jade Sea. She was in the Harvest Temple. She was under the Harvest Temple in Guild Wars 1. But you'd think, like, I don't know, she maybe would have had... She would have reached out at this point with everything that's been happening.
Stay moving. It's got acid breath. Circle around and attack its flank.
Watch the crowd. I'll summon wards of protection.
Summon wards of protection. So if we look for them, we can stand in them, maybe? Oh, I see. That bubble. That makes sense. Probably gives us some kind of, like, buff or, like, boon to help with the fight. Oh, I see there. Inspiring Virtue. Maybe that's it? Oh! Oh, it might not be, actually. I think it might be something else. We can't kill all the dragons!
It apparently brought friends!
Shadowy creatures. Again, here are more. Okay, so the things we are seeing are specifically... They are specifically Elder Dragon minions and corruptions, it looks like. Maybe that's part of the difference between, like, Aurene's brand and the brands, like the corrosive branding effect that the other dragons had. Like, hers seems to have the capability to heal. Oh gosh, here I go again. I gotta change that keybind. You're all gonna see me doing an embarrassing amount this run. But yeah, these are all creatures that we've seen that have been branded at some point. We'll grab these buffs. Ooh. I'm curious, is she like a monk? Is that what we're kind of getting from her? And that she's doing kind of a healy monkey type things, which would be very fun. She does have a staff, but she seems to be using it as more like a caster as opposed to like a, I don't know, melee martial artist. Not to say that staves can't be used in that way, but like the way she's holding it, you know? Okay, we got that CC down. Oh, we'll get this stuff. He has some fun sort of patterns of attack. This isn't one of the... No. This wouldn't be one of the trials. But I could see it being kind of neat. I feel like after the My Tran fight, we will decidedly know. Like, they will be, like, epic, unique music kind of encounters that feature a boss that is memorable. You know what I mean? Oh, I really hope Kuunavang doesn't end up like this, though. She was corrupted by Shiro's magic in Guild Wars 1, and we had to, like, bring her back to her senses, but it feels like doing that a second time would be a little bit redundant. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, yeah, we had to do that last time with her. Hasn't she figured out in all that time how to, like, prevent herself from being corrupted? But it does raise some interesting questions about, like, what the Jade Wind even was, right? It's so weird. We know that Shiro used forbidden magics and stuff like that, but like what caused his death whale to unleash this thing? And is it possible that because that also then corrupted or corroded salt spray dragons and other entities, it froze life? Like, does that energy have anything to do with what we might be experiencing with this, like, universal funky nastiness is what I'm gonna call it, that we seem to be dealing with now. The scum of the universe, as in like scum that like gathers on the top of water.
Sure, my friend, please come back to us. No. We did not survive the horrors of Shiro Tagachi only to have your story end here.
Wait, what did she just say?
I mean, he seems messed up beyond saving, though. He has, like, no corporeal body anymore. He's just the funky scum of the universe. Is she also secretly a salt spray dragon, but with a human form? Because that would be cool, though. That would be very good. Is she secretly Kuunavang? Because that would be extra good. But then we would have a whole other thing about dragons taking on human form that I would really have to... I would be sold on, do not get me wrong. But it would change some things, for sure. Okay, let's get out of the way of that. Okay.
It's over.
Whew.
Sean. I'm so sorry I left you to this fate.
Bobby, I'm in pain. I'm taking damage over time, Condi damage. Regroup with your allies. It's not Kuunavang.
The anomaly's vanished. It must have been ambient corruption from the magic in the salt spray.
Ishan was consumed by the same power that will take Suwon. And then all of Tyria.
The Void.
The Void.
The Void.
The force that emerged from the broken dragon cycle.
Oh.
Which, if not stopped,
like loose threads of magic.
Reality one thread at a time.
Care to tell us how it is you know all this? And what was the magic you used? Never seen anything like it.
I have. When Aurene shielded me against Balthazar's fire.
Is it Kuunavang?
Who are you, really?
You deserve the truth. Suwan said I could trust you.
It has to be, right?
But I had to be sure.
It has to be. Because Kuunavang spoke with Suwan. Oh my god, it is. Oh my gosh, I thought I was just being ridiculous. I thought I was being silly. I thought I was just too excited about dragons. But Guild Wars 2 is like, you're just the right amount of excited about dragons, Rook. We love them too. We took one away. Have this one. She's beautiful. Look at her. Oh my god. Oh, she is perfect. Oh.
You're Suwan's champion.
I am. It's been centuries since I revealed my true form.
She is, and I was right. There is a connection. She is. They are the champion.
The last time. Well, that mortal was a hero. Much like yourself. One who saved me from a terrible fate. Now time is short. But I'm sure you have questions.
I don't have any questions. Okay, no, that's wrong. First question, can I touch you? Second question, can I hug you? Third question, can I never let you go? Oh, fam. Oh, fam. They gave me more dragon, not less. Stop doing this. Stop it. Sorry. That was mostly to me because I have this super fun thing called ulnaritis, which is like tendinitis or carpal tunnel, but it's specifically with the nerves on the outside of your arm. So it's hard for me sometimes to do the keybinds that I need. Again, another one that I should just move to get rid of my HUD. So it was very important because this is the most important thing now. Aurene first, most important. Second most important, her. Do you see her with your eyeballs like I am seeing her with my eyeballs? Talk about a glow up. Who animated her? You are now my personal hero. Thank you. Would you just look at her. Look at the shiny on her neck, that like iridescence, the swoosh of her little frills, the way her fronds are undulating, the way her little is going, the way these ones, they have their own unique movement. Look at her face, her tongue sticks out sometimes and it's forked, and her little eyebrows go up and down, and her little snoot goes like she's sniffing and she's tasting the air, and she has beautiful teeth. And she got good toesies. And there's some sharp claws though. You gotta be careful with those. You gotta be careful with that when I'm giving hugs. Oh. The swoop of her body is so sinuous and elegant and lovely. Look at her little teensy back feet. The big foot, a little one, a big one, teensy one. It's because the front one she's got to do a lot more with and probably latch onto things and hold on to things. The back feet he's not so much. Oh. She's the most beautiful dragon, other than the other dragons that we have in this game that I have ever seen in a video game. Guild Wars 2 is a gift. Guild Wars 2 is a gift. Oh. Okay, I am ArenaNet. I am gonna need a Salt Spray Dragon Sky Scale skin. Please. Thank you. From Rook, your #1 dragon fan. Also, the little ridge of scales that's just along the little delicate edge of her wing. that gentle pastel gradient that has that shimmer on it if you shift in the light. We gotta look at her from a distance. Hold on. None of you matter to me anymore. You're dead to me. Only Kuunavang. Ah! She is perfection. She is perfection. Okay, I'm gonna continue now. Thank you everybody for taking this interlude with me. I'll be hosting the first annual meeting of the Guild Wars 2 Dragon Fan Club very soon. Be sure to get in on it if you'd like to join me for it. Her face looks even better from this angle. How? So many games I know, they can do the side profiles of animals and dragons, but when you get on the front, they're like, they look terrible. Their eyes are all like weird and their face just doesn't look right, but look at how right her face is. It is flawless. She is flawless. I'm just gonna take a few screenshots. I'm just gonna take a couple. Here goes another one. Oh, but we want to get that good eyeball in there, so we're just gonna, there we go. We can get up close for these scale details because that's primo. Oh, but we gotta get her face in there too. So we back up a little bit, and there it is. Even her gums, like they have just nailed it. She just looks so real. Oh, she looks so real. And talk about, I think, one of the truly most beautiful renditions of, at least as far as anything that most Western media has done, renditions of East Asian influenced dragons. Like, look at this, and then I don't want to throw shade, but I'm going to throw a little bit of shade, and then look at whatever happened to the dragons in, oh, what is it called? The new Pixar film, such as an You know what somebody out there knows what I'm trying to say. I'm overwhelmed right now by how beautiful she is, so it's hard for me to think of words to say right. But the new film that featured dragons, and I was like, what happened here? What have we done here? What is this? Look, there were some parts about the design that was fine, and that was good, but you compare that to this, and it's like, you could have done much better, friends. We could have had a much better thing that happened here, and you didn't do it. You didn't do it. Okay, all right. Oh, did you see the little sheen on the underside of her wings? Okay, I promise everybody, I'm done. I'm really done. One more picture. Do one more picture. Do one more picture. Just do like one quick one really fast. I just take a boop. I've been given a gift this day. You know, sometimes I wonder why it takes me so long to get through expansions, whereas everybody else plays through like really fast and they're done in like a day. And then I remember that I spent, I don't know how long it spent, 20 minutes staring at a dragon, and I go, oh, okay. Yeah, that checks out. Check that. You know what? That checks out. That checks out. She is everything. I love her. She gets added to the ranks of creatures I will die for. Time is short, and the void continues to spread. But you need to know what we are up against, so I'll answer your questions if I can. What exactly are those creatures?
The void is raw magic. Chaos incarnate. In the beginning, everything was void.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Then the mother dragon, Suwan, brought order,
like
splitting the void into 6 domains of magic.
Oh my gosh.
She could not maintain that order alone, so she took on the domain of water and gave the others to the 5 elder dragons.
This is incredible.
It was on that foundation that all material life on Tyria flourished.
Oh, we finally are getting so much lore. What exactly are those creatures?
The void is raw magic.
Oh, that's what we just asked.
In the beginning,
I just wanted to listen to her
everything
talk
was
again,
void.
so I'm just gonna...
Then the mother dragon, Suwan, brought order.
This is even sadder that Suwan's gonna probably die. now I even more
she could not
sad.
maintain that order alone.
But if Kuunavang stays alive,
So she
I'll
took
be a
on the
little bit
domain
better,
of
and if
water
Orion's alive, I will be
and
even
gave
more
the
better.
others
So
to the 5 elder dragons. It was on that foundation that all material life on Tyria flourished.
okay, we go back for the right one this time. How were you able to take human form?
I'm not certain I can explain it. I become like water.
Oh,
And water can take many forms. We Salt Sprays taught ourselves many tricks over the years.
she's so
This
good.
one is not easy for us. But
Me
it is
immediately
certainly
like RP
useful.
character that's secretly a sea spray, a
There
salt
are
spray dragon.
times when it's easier to protect if you can blend in among those you're protecting. Live their lives. Ishan always said I was spending too much time in that form. Too much time away. But I learned more every day.
Will Orien take a human form? That would be interesting. Again, it's like I don't want to lose the dragons because again, look at her. But that maybe would be an interesting thing, right? How was Suwon's containment helping?
The chamber that June built siphoned off Suwon's growing power and used it to fuel Cantha.
Oh my god, she's so
You might have noticed that this technology has been unreliable lately.
Oh, she's perfect.
That was because the void was being siphoned off as well, but only into machines, thankfully.
Oh.
Now with Suwon unleashed, its tendrils are working out from her to wind their way through the rest of the world.
So the chaos is just like getting too strong. And of course, we've got Anka over here who's like, I don't know, just like, that sounds fine if everything became like this place. As we look around at the floating dead corpses and the ship that's upside down, like, oh, Anka, no, no, it's not, nope. This is so interesting, though, because I wonder, is, like, this the creation mythos for the entire universe? It seems as though it is specific to Tyria, because the Elder Dragons are specific to Tyria. The human gods obviously came from elsewhere, and perhaps they're part of their own universal world creation myth? Or is it possible that really the Mother Dragon created the universe as it was known and its center is here, and then other powers arose in other places that created different worlds? I don't know, but I'm super into it. Okay. I need to know what we can do to help Suwon.
I don't know.
I
She
very
allowed
much
herself to
need
be
know,
contained
please.
because he was the only possible option. Without the stability provided by the other Elder Dragons, and with that containment chamber destroyed,
She'll be overwhelmed.
Orine's
Would it
here.
help
Orine's
if we
here.
could find another way to siphon off some of that magic?
We could try to
Using
pursue the
Anka's
technology
extractor.
using Anka's
Yes, that
extractor.
might work.
Yes.
it would buy time, at least.
But it means we need to find Anka.
I'm okay with us fighting Suwon if it means that we can help Suwon ultimately. Kind of like how we first fought Kuunavang to help Kuunavang. I do not want to leave this cutscene because I want to stay with Kuunavang forever. But we have our own dragon, and we have things we need to do, Rook. Everybody, you gotta hold me accountable. If only you were here with me in chat right now. I wanted to spare us all spoilers, but now I'm regretting it because I'm gonna just spend all day here.
Kaz, Timey, were you listening to what Kuunavang had to say?
Yes, I have so many questions.
Timmy's like,
Questions we
I
don't
want
have
to
time
be
for.
there.
We need to find Anka.
She didn't leave us much to work with at the reactor.
And the only assumed troublemaker on Minsec's radar is standing right here in front of me.
Goric, you know her better than any of us. Any insights into her
Yeah, I
personality
mean, any
that might help?
thoughts on what she might be up
successfully
to?
lured me into an incredibly obvious trap. It's fair to say I don't know her at all anymore. If I ever
Can't
did.
stop looking at Kuunavang.
Hello, Lady Navan?
Pay attention.
Or Kuunavang, I should say.
Hey, there's people
I
still
wanted
alive.
to tell you about Ishan. He fought it as long as he could. We're only alive because
There
of
were
him.
survivors.
Thank you.
I overheard you all talking, and I think I might be able to
Oh,
help.
Ayumi.
I'm Ayumi, and I'm a member of the Kestrels. which
She was
means it's my job to know
on
everything
comms
that's
during the
going
Fort
on in
Aspenwood
Equivalt.
event.
I need to escort these people to Mori Village, but we can talk when I get back.
The Kestrels, I think, are really my favorite faction in Echo Vault. I believe we'll probably get more lore on this too, but I believe they also played a role during the Ministry of Purity's purges, sheltering Tengu and other peoples who were persecuted by them, and trying to keep them protected in the Echo Vault wilds, which is really cool. Okay, this expansion was a gift. We're back to gift again. We never left gift. We never did. I was sad about Suwon and my Trin, but oh, this is just absolute perfection. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna talk to her right away. I was gonna say, no, I'm gonna save her for last. I'm gonna save her for last. Okay. There's something you need, Commander? You said you are a Kurzik?
Half Kurzik, on my mother's side. Enough that I stand out as not Canthan enough for some people.
Interesting.
I'm not Kurzik enough for some people either. Had that thick skin.
Oh. Again.
Lucky though.
That diversity of representation of different peoples and identities, and like even in.
Shouldn't be any slums to begin with.
Aww. Even in and like within different countries that encompass East Asia, right? Again, there are so many different groups that make this up. East Asia is not a monolith. It's not like one culture. It is so many different groups and periods of time and histories and cultures and all sorts of things, right? So I think many people probably find that the range of different characters speaks to them in some way, shape, or form. I don't know. It's just, I think that's really cool touch. And especially, too, when you think about the Ministry of Purity and the lasting impact it might have had as well. That even if purists are not condoned at this point, there may still be these, like, lingering feelings that, like, people who, like, true Canthans or stuff like that, as opposed to understanding that Cantha has and always has been a huge diversity of people. Even back to its founding, when all the disparate tribes came together under Lord Kaineng Ta, so Emperor Kaineng Ta. Kuunavang, I do have so many questions. So, why were you disguised as a human?
It's my honor to look after the people of Cantha for Suwon. I discovered long ago that the best way to do that was from within.
Her voice actor is also amazing.
Your kind need a sensible voice in your ears, more than you need a dragon on the mount.
I mean, I also need a dragon.
Knew my real identity, as did her father before her, and his father before him.
I wonder how many generations it's been since Usoku. Because Usoku's a real dick, and you'd think, sorry, and you'd think that Kuunavang would have been like, you're a real dick. But, I mean, I don't know. What did you mean about a terrible fate?
I was imprisoned by the assassin Shiro Tagachi. More than imprisoned. I was under his poisonous control. Used as a weapon against his enemies. Until I was finally released by an alliance of heroes. Suwon offered me a new path. Inspired by the heroes who saved me, I became Suwon's representative in the mortal world.
Aww.
Watcher.
I love everything so much about this. Literally everything. What I was going to say is a lot of people... So when I did my pre-show summary for the launch day livestream, which you can actually find on YouTube now by the time that this video goes up, that included a new portion that covered Canthan history, I had a lot of people in chat who were very surprised by the way that I said Shiro Tagachi, as opposed to Shiro Tagachi, which I think many people have said for a long time in the game. I don't know if that came from original voice acting. My pronunciation is probably still not absolutely perfect, but closer to the Japanese pronunciation in most words, whereas in English we put strong stress on certain syllables, syllable, right? It can change words and the meaning of words. In Japanese, it is much more an equal distribution of emphasis. So, right, the way that you actually create more of an inflection or intonation is in a sort of tonal, not a full tonal language, which some languages do have, but there are certain pitch things that are done even in Japanese where there may be like a low high or stuff like that. Again, not quite the same as actual tonal landscape languages. But this was something that, like, I studied Japanese in high school, and I didn't even learn about some of the tonality and different emphasis and differences until recently when I was watching some videos on it, actually. And I went, oh wow, that really makes sense, and I can hear the difference and hear a lot of that. So again, there's a lot of very interesting things in the way different languages are spoken, and the range of voice actors in this game, fantastic. Many from all sorts of heritages and members of the AAPI community as well. But even within that, right, we may have some who are Japanese speakers or are not, or, you know, have Korean heritage or any other range of heritage, just like Kantha, which is so cool. But if I myself say Chiro Tagachi, keeping it more as opposed to Tagachi, it's like a very subtle difference, Tagachi versus Tagachi. That's why, actually. And it surprised me that so many people were like, why do you keep saying his name wrong? And the voice actors here, Kuunavang, pronounces it that way, which is what made me think of it. So thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Okay. How long have you served Su-won?
I felt it when she woke. All those of the sea did. A presence powerful enough to drive back the shadows in the depths. But it was not until Zaitan that I sought her out. An act of desperation to save what was left of a land I loved. It takes effort for one like her to see you. We are but moments in her infinite life. I did not know if she would care.
The trailer with her, that first teaser we got.
Somehow,
the context makes
she
so
did.
much sense now.
I became her champion. My bond with her is much like yours with Aurene.
Aww.
Or perhaps more like your friend Keith's. I feel her, but she doesn't control me. She's come to mean a lot to me. It was hard.
Aww.
When she chose to put herself in Jun's machine.
The voice actor, that little waver in her voice.
Even now, she's always taking the long view.
Who was Ishan to you? Oh, she doesn't have voice acting for this one. Oh, Ishan. Ishan was one of the few remaining salt spray dragons I could call my friend. Many of us were imprisoned by Shiro Tagachi together in the Harvest Temple. Oh? It was a difficult experience. Many of us emerged with deep hurts that made it difficult to ever resume our free lives. Ishan was one of those, at first. I'm sorry. When I found him, he was in a terrible place. I was almost forced to kill him, to protect those he might hurt otherwise. But instead, he was inspired to live by my example, to be a protector. A good purpose. We can relate to that too as the commander and the champion, you know? And that's how he died. Protecting. It became his purpose, and it served him until the end. What a life. Please, 50 more questions. Can I have 50 more questions? I hope she doesn't leave. I hope she stays here forever so I can see her. I want to spend time with her forever. Oh, fine, okay, alright, fine, okay. This is so funny. I was like, I'll get to the Echovald Wilds, and then I'll take a break from the story today. And then they were like, Rook, how do you feel about Dragon? And now I'm like, I should probably play End of Dragons all night. I have a friend coming in tonight. I'll just, you know what, it's fine. He'll just sleep, and I'll play in the same room that he's sleeping in. Oh, this is so good. This is even better. I keep saying it, better than I could have ever imagined. But I had faith in this team. I really, all of the hints were there. Also, I just noticed the little modeling on her tail, and it's just so good. But really, I had faith in this team. They have delivered some incredible moments, and they have done nothing but grow in the way they do storytelling and the way they realize any number of facets in the game. And here it really feels like This is the potential of Guild Wars 2, you know? This is what so many people have loved in any facet, in any way, in any shape in this game, brought together and just polished. It just shines. Oh, it just shines. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for the team. I'm so happy for all of us and the players together and content creators. It's just so beautiful. Okay, all right. Get out. I'll come right back though. I promise. Don't move, Kuunavang. Please don't move. Please stay here forever. Arborstone. I can't wait to see the upgrades here now too. I wonder if Aurene will join us here. I mean, she was chasing down Suwon, so I feel like we probably won't see her until, like I said, I'm guessing Jade C. Several hours later. A time lapse. Hey, other people are here too! Exciting! It is kind of like Eye of the North. Things are cleaned up. They don't look nearly as bad. Oh, she's still here! She's still here! Sorry. So sorry. You really are gonna just see the depths of my nerddom, this expansion. We can all embrace each other's nerddom. It is good to see you again, Commander. Can I assist you somehow? I just wanted to see your beautiful face. You've done so much for us. Is there anything I can do for you, Kuunavang? You know, there is one of my kind that I've been thinking about. Albax. It would be good to have him on our side. He will take some convincing, though, I'm afraid. Past events left him deeply scarred. I will definitely see if I can find him. If I can fill this place with dragons, I will. Can you give me some directions? I know my way around a little. Where was it you were wanting to go? Where is the temple? The Remembrance Temple is to the north, on the 2nd floor. To your right when you exit the stairs. I'll explore everything and I'll find it. I mean, I want to talk to her for all time, for sure, but we'll figure it out as we go. Let's just take a little fly around. We just take a little fly around. Other people exploring as well. See, I feel like they actually wouldn't have to. Somebody was on that dragon skin that's kind of like a fairy dragon. I can't remember what the exact name is, but I feel like it wouldn't take that much more to modify that into a Kuunavang and or Salt Spray Dragon. So please and thank you. I would like that for my sky scale, and then I'll never take it off.
You come seeking knowledge?
We've got some interesting things happening in here. What is this? What's going on here? Scrying Stone can allow you to relive. Oh, strike missions! Okay, that's what that is. Interesting. Alright. There's so many things in here. And there's a 2nd floor she was talking about. You can see up there even the bridges and stuff. Oh, well, I can't wait to continue the story. I think we're going to bookend it there. This was such a good part. Oh, this was so good. I still have to explore Kaining even in more detail, let alone Echo Vault that we just got to. But it's a great feeling to have. There's so much to do and so much to see. I can't wait to keep exploring it with all of you.